Hello, my name is Tina and welcome to my channel. Tonight I'm gonna elaborate about dreams and precisely about a memory wipe that takes place during the time that we are dreaming. Yes, a memory wipe is something that it's not only reserved to our everyday life and also when we are born here, that we don't remember where we came from or what happened before our physical birth, okay? It also, unfortunately, continues in a sleep state, okay? Which I find quite disturbing because everywhere you look, anywhere you look, anywhere you move, there it is, memory wipe, constantly, okay? It's like this system that we are trapped in, okay? It's afraid of something. It's afraid that we may connect something suddenly, wake up to something, and make this connection to some truth, okay, that they're hiding from us. So, yes, it is very interesting because I already mentioned to you guys that I keep a dream diary, okay, for many years now, and I note anything and everything that I may remember while I'm sleeping, when I'm dreaming. And sometimes I don't remember anything, sometimes half a dream, maybe a quarter of a dream, but I already said that I don't remember ever the absolutely everything because there's always more. Even the most detailed dream does not reflect everything because, again, once you wake up, that's it. Yes, memory wipe takes place the moment you wake up, and I tell you what happens, guys. Um, to remember a dream, I know this little trick that works for me. It's to never look at the daylight. If you look at the window with the daylight coming through, okay, the memory wipe, for some reason, that light coming through the window wipes most of it away when you wake up to this reality, that you are awake, okay? But try to remember before you even open your eyes, or look at some darkened corner of the room and try to remember, but don't look directly at the window somewhere that you see daylight. But anyway, this is the reality. We wake up, majority of us, this is the deal. We remember only partially what we dream about. But I also, observing the dreams, came to another very unsavory conclusion, which I've noticed that what happens actually during when we sleep, during that state. Now, there are several different dreams, different kinds of dreams that we may have. Some are lucid dreaming, some are dreams that we are somewhere, okay, and they could be created by our own mind, the reflection of our mind, because we're creating constantly, okay. Yes, while talking about dreams, I may say that what exactly are dreams? When we see some reality during the lucid dream, and apply a mind to create something within that state, it works. We're immediately seeing the shapes of things changing, or other things that haven't been there suddenly appearing because you are creating with your mind. But in other dreams, when you're not aware that you can create, something else already exists around you, okay? Now, there's another type, another group of dreams that I've noticed that I often, everybody probably dreams at least once in a while about your own home, okay, where you're currently living, okay. It could be the area that you live, could be part of your house, wherever you're dwelling in everyday life. And there's one thing I've noticed, guys. Have you noticed one very interesting thing about those dreams? That whenever you dream about that place that you live in, you know very well, you know very intimately your place, it's always different between the dream. It never resembles exactly the same. It looks different, but also, which I found disturbing is that between the dreams, I'm talking about what I observe, that I sometimes don't, I'm not aware that I'm married. I'm not aware that I'm with my husband, who is my soulmate. I'm not aware that I'm a mother. I'm not aware that, that I did something in my life in the past. It's like, it's a moment you're dreaming about this familiar something, okay? You're accepting sometimes bits here, bits there, but it's never like the whole picture. Oh, I came from that place, I lived in that house, and this is my partner, this is my friends, those are my parents. No, in a dream, very often, you're not aware of it. You may have kids whom you are very close with, and at the same time, between the dream state, you may not even remember their names, or you're not even aware that you are a mother of, father, this kind of things. And I find it very disturbing, because what really goes on, why am I talking about it tonight? Because my videos are mainly about leaving the matrix and about the soul trap in here, okay? That we're living in the highly controlled system. What really is gonna happen? What if, I'm just assuming right now, I'm not saying that this is the deal, what if once you leave your physical body, suddenly that life, that struggle, that heartache that you suffered here, that you've been here for many years, suddenly you're aware that it's all fading away, and you rapidly forgetting. Oh my goodness, I'm finding myself in this new reality. It's great, but just a minute, where did I just came from? What just happened? Where were the people that I cared about? You see, I'm talking here another layer of memory wipe, but I hope it's not gonna happen, because I do not intend to be in such reality. My intention is, when I leave this physical body, that meat suit that I'm currently stuffed in, my intention is to remember who I am, remember my current identity, okay, and remember what I've learned, what I became aware of, rather. Because learning here really, guys, doesn't take place. Awareness, this is what I'm talking about. And awareness is very important to me, so I want to take the whole awareness of who I became here during this life within this body, and I don't want to lose this identity ever again by reincarnating again. So this is my goal, and I want to keep this identity, those thoughts, and remembering what happened in this life. I mean, now, my life has been at times quite horrific, really horrific. Lots of abuse, lots of poverty, lots of loneliness, lots of fear, lots of shame, lots of unfulfillment. And yet still I want to remember. I don't know. Main reason, I think, is so I would never be put in this position again if I'm ever tempted, because that's not gonna happen. But just in case, I want to remember for that very reason. It's like a macabre warning. Okay, look at this. Look what happened in your last reincarnation here. Do you really want to do it again? That's why it's so important to me to remember. And I think the memory wipe takes place in such a manner that it's everywhere, because whoever's running this shit show, I'm sorry for that expression, but this is what it is. They are petrified, okay, that we may remember, okay. They don't want us to remember nothing. So if you remember nothing, then you are easily manipulated. You can move on. You can say, all right, yeah, it's great, I'm all ready for this wonderful next experience. It wasn't too bad, because everything is white, and the intensity of something horrific also fades away, okay? So you're looking forward, if you're an unaware person, okay, and somebody said, look, you're going to become the most learned, the most fantastically evolved spirit ever, if you only do this lifetime, you're going to go through very interesting experiences that will enlighten you and make you stronger and make you wiser beyond belief. Now, all that is BS, guys. Yes. because that means if you're gonna reincarnate again with this so-called promises, okay, first of all, you wouldn't remember those promises, okay, because your memory would be wiped. So you wouldn't know why you're here. You wouldn't know what is happening. You wouldn't know the reason why you're suffering. You wouldn't even remember that you suffered before. That's the deal. That's why the memory is wiped. Because if you remember that something terrible took place, okay, that you were abused here, and somebody took great advantage of you, you wouldn't want to agree to anything like this. So I believe that memory wipe is not part of the package that they promise to you. It takes place after you consent, after you agree. And yes, memory wipe, it's serious. I mean, the most serious part is just before you were born here, because this is after the consent and you remember nothing. You probably were told, oh, don't worry, you're going to remember who you were, don't worry, you're just adding to experience. But that's not the case. And we all know, guys. So I'm talking tonight about another level of memory wipe. And that level, it's very disturbing, because I've noticed this pattern. I mean, I sometimes take my dream diaries and I just flip through the pages and read those pages, okay, and say, wait a minute. Again, I dreamt that I'm in this house that I live now, but the house looks different. And this time, I dreamt that I didn't even aware that I was married to this wonderful guy. That I was here on my own with some people that I never met before in my life. But the place is the same, and yet I wasn't aware. So that means that this knowing, okay, the pre-dream state was totally wiped away from me, taken away from me. And even, guys, even I've noticed this phenomena when I'm lucid, between the lucid dreaming, I also notice this phenomena of forgetting, that I'm not aware that I'm with somebody, or I'm in some place would resemble where I am, and I treat it as normal, but like I won't remember, that I had a child. Where's my child? And yet everything's okay. So yes, there's lots of going on, and I wonder, but because I see strange connections in here, and I feel that the connections, it's like under one umbrella of the several levels of memory wipe, okay? And somebody's terribly afraid. They don't want to leave anything to a chance that perhaps if they didn't cover that area, people would wake up and they would become aware that we are being lied to and deceived. So this is all very much hidden from us, okay? And that's why people sometimes, sometimes it's widely spread that they say, oh, don't worry, those are just dreams. Don't take dreams seriously. It's just crazy things going on in your mind. It's just a dream. But what is a dream? I think the dreams are a product of our own mind, of our own perceptions that are heavily filtered through once your consciousness is shifted into the dreaming state, okay? You are blocked from remembering who you really are here in this wakeful life. You don't remember who you really are. Sometimes, guys, I sometimes look in the mirror in the dreams and I see different face. Hello? I've seen totally different features, different like hair, different person. And yet I know I'm me. I know my identity, my name, the way I feel. It's like I continue to be that other person. Not one, not twice, but many times it happens, okay? And there's different strangers around me, different scenarios. And I'm kind of accepting it. I don't question it. It's like a little snippet of your existence almost. It's like being trimmed carefully. Like trim with a pair of scissors and all a little tiny picture, and it's magnifying into animated little action. Because everything else is snipped and just like put in a container, okay? So I find it very disturbing because somebody is heavily manipulating the state and also programming us into believing that, oh, don't take dreams seriously. So it's like they don't want you to concentrate on the dreams, because there's lots of clues, guys, honestly. Dreams have lots of clues. I already mentioned in one of my videos, I think, that um, dreams, because I pay attention to them, helped me to resolve many problems of a very personal nature. I've been going through a hard time in my life sometimes, and dreams were showing me certain path, certain people, certain situations, what to do really. It was kind of like symbolic, lots of symbolism involved, but I understood the message, and it helped me. So there's something going on. It's not just a random mumbo jumbo of the brain, because the brain is just resting or whatever, and it's creating these images because you're sleeping. No, there's something going on. Okay, something is going on. Especially that I've noticed also that in most of my dreams, I'm very physical between those dreams. I'm solid. I feel like, when I touch something, it's solid. It's not just like a ghost, the hand goes through. I'm just solid, and the environment is solid. I've got a sense of taste, sense of smell, and I see very well. I don't have to wear glasses. Hmm? You know, so there is something. There is definitely something going on. But unfortunately, yes, I mean, lots of people study dreams. But again, I say, unfortunately, there is still missing links, because we cannot say for sure, but this is this, this is that. It's like almost like having thousands of pieces of puzzle. When you throw it on the table and you look through them and say, oh my goodness, oh, there's lots going on here, and we try to resolve little pieces here, little pieces there, and it takes a long time to see a bit of a picture, if we don't have a picture that we're building. So this resembles that slightly, that there are missing links that basically we don't have access to, okay? Because accessing those links perhaps would be too dangerous for those so-called authorities. Yeah, indeed. So yes, I pay attention that something is not right. Why dreams, in a dream state, you forget your own reality. I mean, you're in your bed, you go to bed, okay, and you have life here. You have history of some sort. You go, maybe you're working somewhere, you have family, you have friends, and voila, as soon as you're asleep, all that goes through the window. This reality doesn't resemble this life in here. It's like you are being cut off from this reality, and you are participating with this reality in a dream state. And yes, at the same time, it can be extremely real, honestly. You feel fear, you feel joy, you feel sadness, you can laugh, you cry, all this is still alive. But why are we cut off from this reality that we don't remember? Yes, I mean, I'm in a position to say so, because I've got the dream diaries, and I mean, even recently I observed dreams, and it's never exactly as where I am here right now. I never had exact, a dream that this is every detail of this house that is mine. Suddenly those details are not there, and the house looks slightly different. At the same time, I know I'm in a house, but sometimes I'm with different people. So my personal life is totally being like turned a different way, almost switched off. It's like somebody pressed a button that I find myself in a reality that resembles something familiar, but not exactly what it is. And this is something that disturbing me, okay? Because as much as I like a bit of adventure, I like mysteries, I like, all sort of things that are paranormal, they're very interesting. This is, I found, disturbing because it's on a very deep personal level, okay? On a very deep personal level, this is something that almost like something or somebody is playing around with our minds. Yeah. Your mind is being manipulated different ways. So you know, so you don't. Now another thing. Have you noticed, guys, this phenomenon that quite a few people are actually crossing over during the dream when they sleep? Many people, I know several people who they say he or she died in sleep, that they never wake up. That does it mean that when you die, when you're sleeping, the reality, let's say you have some set of dreams of this distorted, is that your new reality and you won't remember who you were before you went to bed? I tell you what, that is something that really, I'm very concerned about it, okay? I'm not afraid of it, I'm concerned because I'm asking here a question that cannot be answered. Why and what takes place? What is really happening? Yeah, I mean, our mind is extremely mysterious area. We cannot measure the depths of our minds, okay? The depths of our consciousness cannot be measured, okay? We don't even know ourselves, guys, because I tell you something. Unless you are in an extreme situation, you don't know how you're going to react to things, okay? How you're going to react to certain things. I mean, I've seen sometimes people that are normally very mellow and placid suddenly becomes like a hurricane, you know, like an avalanche, you know, with anger and emotions when faced with some sort of danger or threat or some loss or something, you know. And so you don't know exactly who and how the person's gonna react. So there's a lot between up in here inside ourselves, you know, that it's unexplored yet. We're trying to explore areas that are external usually, okay? But when you look inside, the biggest mystery lies it's between your own soul. Yeah. So anyway, with that thought, I would say that would be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please take care for now. See you next time. Take care. Bye.